Welcome to Hangloose Adventure. Follow us as we build England's longest and fastest zipwire at Bluewater Shopping Centre. Opening Spring 2021. Hello everyone, welcome back to Hangloose Adventure. It's been a really busy few weeks here on site. In this week's episode we are going to be looking at how we put the legs up into position, how we build a roof on the ground and winch it up, and then later on we'll hopefully see some time lapses, if it all goes correctly, of that all happening and getting into position. So without any further delay, let's get into it and let's see how we do this.
First things first is to get the legs into position, and that's quite a tricky manoeuvre. These pieces of wood are 16 metres long, they're absolutely massive and they're quite heavy and they're really cumbersome. So we could use cranes and all this other stuff, but we actually find that a telehandler generally works better. It allows us to put it onto sort of its pivot in the middle, lift it up sort of horizontally, and then actually physically grab the tail end of it, spin it round into position and lift it so it goes vertical. Once it goes vertical as well, it sits between the forks, so it can't do this, it can only sort of rock forward and backwards, but we've got control of the bottom and we can guide that into the steel foot which we've bolted onto the concrete. It takes a bit of wiggling around, it takes a bit of persistence, but it is more than doable. They certainly don't shoot out the ground like in that animation, but that gives you an idea of the scale of the size of these things. Once the legs are put in, we're then going to build the roof on the ground around the legs. This avoids us working at height and staying up in a dangerous situation for too long. So we will build the structure of the roof, fit everything we can while we're on the ground, and even start the shingling on the ground. And then we'll lift it up. It will actually finish just before the top of the columns. We'll trim the columns off and then we'll shingle the rest of it in place once it's sort of at height and bolted in. So we can lift the roof up, we need winches, and in order to do that we need somewhere to put the winches. So we've already pre-installed eye nuts onto the legs. So once they're in, we'll go up in a cherry picker, clip in the chain hoists, lower them down, and we can build the roof on the floor, clip the chains into them, winch it up. Once it's all winched in, we'll go up and cherry picker again and bolt the roof in, make it safe, and then we'll start on the next floor in the same sequence. So build that on the floor, winch it up, and so on and so forth until the tower's complete. Once the structure becomes strong and sturdy, we'll get some guys up on the roof to finish off the shingling. But for now, it's just get the legs in, get the roof on, and yeah, let's see how it goes.